I'm Jim from SOTECH, and I'm going to go over our latest developments on our Cobra medical aid packs. We have been redesigning and developing this system based on the latest military doctrine. Our concept is bringing mobility to medicine. With what we're seeing over in Ukraine with drone warfare, we've heard that aid stations are having to set up, function, shut down, and be ready to be gone within 2 hours, because within 2 hours of detection from drones, they're getting artillery called in on their positions. So we want to design, we're taking our old big black rectangular hanging panels called the ramp panel, and we want to turn those into a quickly deployable but quickly extractable wall panel, as well as a super comfortable carriage bag. So what we've come up with here is a program for both the Army 68 Whiskey Medics and for the Navy Corpsman. So we tried to incorporate every modular system, every configuration into this. So when I'm start off, I'm looking at my aid bag. Now this one, there's the modular aid bag, and there's the combat assault aid bag. The modular assault aid bag is a very basic. The CAAB, also known as the Jake's pack, is jumpable, fully jumpable tested, and it's on the CAAB, the 82nd Airborne got it put on there. So we'll get to that in a moment. Here we're looking at my aid bag. What I like to do is be able to open it. Step one, I want to get to my trauma. This top pocket, which we have so that you can drop it and facing forward, you have a pocket here, and we set that up with an interior to be able to handle 2 IFAKs side by side, basically. Getting into my advanced, my massive hemorrhaging, I've got a tool panel here, and I've got the first large pouch right up here. You can also have a second large pouch. You can unzip tools right there. If I need to go further and want to get deeper into my advanced systems, I'm going to be able to pull it down and drop and still have, and this is set up for March protocol. You can arrange it however you like, but you have your full system, but it's only 2/3 open. You can still slap it shut and move with it. When it comes to moving, you'll note that this is very sleek. The only external pockets are on the top and on the bottom. We did that for a reason. We're combining this pack with the Molly 4K rucksack, so we wanted this to be as compatible and as narrow. We set that up with the 82nd so that we maintain the same cubes as their infantry ruck for jumpability. So from here, also you notice that you can unzip the entire way and fold out the flaps. This is nice if you're going to hang it on a wall for a wall bag, vehicle bag, whatever it may be, but it also helps you to visually identify all of your stuff. You've got March protocol set up here. I like to have my assessment on the side over here, ortho, burn care over there, but I can rearrange this however I need to. We'll get to that in just a moment too. So 3 different access points there. I'll also point out side entry. Neat facet to this design. I like to be able to unzip the side panel and open it up from here. So if it's range coverage or something like that, and I want to just drop this in the bed of a truck, I can access this way. And like I said, I like to have assessment right here, and then I like to have my march all the way down. Everybody's got their own thing, but this is another configuration, and it has a zipper stop right up here at the top that you pull over and snap, and that's what keeps it from going all the way down and unzipping the whole way. So again, pocket at the top and a pocket at the bottom. Again, I set this up for basically like 2 IFAKs up here, and splints or a litter down here at the bottom. So that takes me to the ruck mounted version. Again, same pack. You'll see that this is your Molly 4K ruck. This, when we sold it to the 82nd Airborne, we have a spider harness that just clips into it across the front and cinches down. You can't use your 3 external pockets. You're basically replacing those pockets because they're flattened behind it with your pack, with your aid bag. From here, the aid bag, what's neat is it's pretty comfortable as a ruck. Drop this, pop this, and I'm able to splay this bad boy open right there on the face of my rucksack, not even disconnecting it from the ruck. And it's fully accessible. And again, you have that neat visual recognition. We actually ran some tests. We had some cadets come out and do a scientific study on the speed of recognition. And the way we look at it, if I'm adding more high-tech systems to you, the soldier, I should be creating a load carriage system that makes it more cognitively capable for you to identify all of those systems. Why give a soldier high-tech and then dump everything just into a big old round rucksack? Let's make it easy to identify so that they can employ those systems as quickly as possible. Again, Molly 4K, this also work with the Marine Corps ruck, the LB, and also with the Molly 1000, I believe. This is actually part of a larger system, and the resupply system to this includes steps. I like to take it all the way from the warehouse at Fort Bragg or wherever post you're assigned to. But I've got a Pelican case over here. Inside that Pelican case are all my reloads. Inside this bag here are more reloads. So the concept is everything's in the box. That way everything can be inventoried and kept straight. When the balloon goes up and we have to wheel out onto the fixed wing aircraft, this is all inside a plastic box. Get into country, we're able to get to our first position. We're gonna take out this box, open it up, pull out this duffel. This stays behind, but inside there are trays for all your medical equipment, and you can execute tailgate medicine out of this box, but those also are acting as reloads into this bag. Now I get onto a rotary wing, I fly to my forward base, I get there, I open up this bag, and here's my Cobra pack. Also in here are the reload pouches, maybe an OB-GYN set, maybe ortho set, maybe 2 or 3 trauma sets, maybe a canine set. All these different sets are reloads into my Cobra pack. Now, my Cobra pack goes into its deployment mode. Again, modern military medical doctrine, ruck, truck, house. Employed as a rucksack, of course, can be worn on its own or it can be worn attached to the Molly 4K. Over here, what's neat, I showed you how this unzips and the tail of the Cobra splays downwards. What you do is you can flip up this bottom piece and Velcro it here and move the pouch out of the way, and that way you have full access to this large bottom pouch, which actually was the top pouch. And then I'm taking my pouches and I'm just lifting them off and arranging them vertically and horizontally so that I'm able to customize this to what I want. I've also got my tool trays up there. So why am I shortening this? This is so this can fit inside of a truck or an aircraft that has a smaller crew area. So ruck, truck, house, here everything is splayed out, fully on the wall, ready to be grabbed, zipped shut, thrown on your back, and comfortably carried off the X in case you're attacked. So these are the deployment modes, I'd call them, for the Cobra pack. Okay, now I want to go into detail on the medic aid bags. Basically, looks like your standard super comfortable carriage bag. There's a lot of unique pieces to this. All right, starting from the very top, we've got handles up here for easy rip open and easy closure. We have the zipper stop if we want to use this as sideways open. When we come down, we have, it looks like regular MOLLE, but the MOLLE is actually wider so that you can route the parachute drop straps through there, and there. And when you're attaching this onto your ruck, you can also guide through there. You have the narrower MOLLE straps across the middle. Of course, MOLLE on the sides. We do have a laser cut version, and while that's very popular, military said they had a preference towards the MOLLE straps. Okay, we have these buckles here, the side receptacle buckles. Those are for the addition of a bra. We put this bottom attachment and then clip in side points or clip into the top so that you can pull this open and the bra doesn't get in the way of these zippers. That's an item that's sold separately, and that's really designed if you're going to be deploying and you have an extra tool, an extra electronics box, ultrasound, whatever, and you need to be able to add that onto your kit. Having that extra compression bra on there is kind of nice to have. Okay, Velcro labels here, and attachment points again for the bra attachments. Okay, at the bottom we have the additional pouch, more lash points, and the bottom and the top both have elastic in here. This version and the CAAB also have version attachment points for the paratroopers drop harness. That harness is the same one that already comes issued on the MOLLE 4000. There's routing in the back. There's attachment loops here for making this jump ready for our super lightweight version. And the CAAB version and the regular MAB are what we consider heavyweight, and the lighter weight version is 6.5 pounds. The CAAB and the heavyweight version are both 7.5 pounds. So by simplifying and taking some of the extra flaps and the extra layers out that we needed to make this jumpable, that took an entire pound off. And when you minus the internal pouches, it actually reduced the weight by 20%. So this was significant. We also made the interior pockets using a lighter weight pack cloth material for that. Now, flipping this around, on the back side, you see it looks like your standard super comfortable shoulder straps, adjustable Velcro tongue, tie down or adjustable strap points here. What's neat about this is this can actually disconnect. If you're going to mount this panel against a wall, you can actually disconnect these shoulder straps, and there's straps in the lower back of this shoulder strap panel. You can turn this into an H harness. It's probably one of the most comfortable H harnesses you're going to see, and that interacts with our March belt system. The March belt system, this can be purchased with it or separately from it. The standard belt that comes with it is very simple. The version the 82nd purchase does not have the belt. This is a regular belt, but as you can see, there's really not a lot of attachment points to it, but it's super comfortable to the hips. But you can also attach through the slot this March belt, and we have a set of 5 pouches that attach to this, and these attachment points will attach into either our list system, which is a flat system that'll go under your plate carrier, or you can actually clip it into this super padded shoulder strap system. So March belt will be a separate video, but that is an option. One of the other neat options to this is you can, we have a rigger's belt with a Cobra buckle on it. So if you needed a clip-in point, units can purchase that. That can route through this buckle, this belt, which comes standard with a 2-inch Fastex. But you can pop this off, pop that off, and route the Cobra belt through that. So that gives you your shoulder straps and your belt system. One of the things that we've been known for with our pack systems is our drop-down capability on this. And what does that mean? When I'm wearing the rucks, I always like to be able to get in and out of this quickly and easily, but I didn't want to have a release buckle that would just pop it open completely, because then you're fiddling trying to get that reattached. So this drop, when you hit it, just drops it by about 8 inches. So that extra 8 inches gives you the ability to slide right out of your ruck, but also to slide right back into your ruck. And you can take off running if you need to, and then you can clip this back up while you're on the move. So that's one of the popular features. And that concept actually led us into the LIS harness, which is a pretty neat H-harness setup. So that, I'll say, is the bulk of everything on the outside. Oh, there's Fastex buckles, cinch straps down here. What are these buckles for? These buckles will actually interact with the side buckles on your Molly ruck, LB ruck, or your Molly 4K, so that you can clip this into the ruck without any modification to your current issue rucksack. Now, getting inside the pack system here, again, we can unzip it 2/3, unzip it the whole way. The difference between the MAAB and the CAAB, the CAAB, which is what the 82nd's going with, this is about 4 inches wider than this one. So this one has 5 pouches down the middle. The CAAB has 2 extra pouches on the sides. These pouches are pretty neat. We basically made them pretty soft and floppy so that they max out to give you a ton of space, but you can also, they easily compress. Really large clear vinyl window. Why the mesh? I don't like the idea of Petri dish. I worked in the jungles and it seemed like fungus got everywhere. Ability to add on any labels. Now the set comes with a preset embroidered set of labels. It also comes with these tabs and a Sharpie, so you can make up whatever labels you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you comfortable. Also, inside this pouch, there's some female Velcro in the back. So if you want to, you can take the tool panel, which is basically a Tegris board, and you can use it standalone, or you can Velcro it inside this pocket, and you'll be able to see the contents through the window like such. Depends on what level of retention you're concerned with. When we talk about retention, people say, what are these straps here on the pack? Well, if you're in a maritime situation, you're in an Arctic situation, you're concerned about the strength of your Velcro, prop wash blowing against it, you have the ability to basically punch a hole in the back panel of these pouches, and then you can zip tie these down. So for the most part, people like to be able to move their stuff around. But in the case of people who are concerned about security, I get it. I want to make sure everything's locked down too. Again, so we have a large square pouch. We also have what looks like a flat pouch, but it accordions out. So it actually gives us quite a bit of space. I like it for meds, but you burn kits, things like that. So flat pouch and easy open. Flat pocket. One of those comes with the kit. Now over here, this elastic panel is set up with loops, large loops, small loops, and a pull tab. Fit an entire IFAC on this. Concept here is to be able to have one trauma set up in an IFAC configuration. So if I need to, I could open up my pack, reach in, yank that IFAC out, and toss this to whoever needs it. And of course, you can have multiple panels like this, but the pack is set up coming with one panel. Down into the actual body of the pack, there's a zipper that runs along the tongue. So you've got a pocket here, sea collars, documentation, things like that fitting inside there. I mentioned in the earlier video how this tab comes up here, folds up like that, and enables you to have this contents of this pouch up with shown with these other pouches. The side pockets originally were open at the top, but we sewed them off, and these we enlarged to be able to fit about a 1,000 ml IV bag or a blizzard blanket. So there's a lot of space in that pocket, a lot of space in this pocket. There's also the ability to Velcro in another pouch on top of that if you're using smaller, thinner contents on the side there. Inside the rear panel, You have space, obviously, for the standard SAM splints, but you also have the ability to drop your CamelBak in there, and a hydration tube can come out easily through this central point at the top. In each of these packs, there is an aluminum metal stay. This comes out and can route through here, and through there, and then through there. And that way, if this is hanging on the wall, you know, honestly, if I'm going to be in position for 2-3 days or longer, I may want to make sure everything's all splayed out like that. If I'm in and out, I'm just going to unzip and throw it on the wall and then pop it down. But for those who like to have everything pressed out, these stays can come out and can cross over the back and give you a little extra retention there. Handle here for hanging off the wall. This tab over here, 550 cord for additional tie downs. That, I believe, covers every aspect that I can remember of our Cobra packs. Again, this is the MAAB. This over here is a little bit wider, and this is the CAAB. Airborne CAAB approved. The MAAB is airborne, not CAAB approved yet, and the lightweight version does not have the slots for a jumpable. Thank you very much. Any questions, hit us up at SOTEChtactical.com.